And we found a snake, but it is not what we expected. That's what those little horns are there for, to try and scare a potential predator away. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful rough green snake. He's gone now. You ain't seen him.
My name is Jack, and I've spent the past few years traveling all over the globe to find some of nature's most unique and dangerous animals. My goal? To show the world that even the most bizarre, or perhaps even deadly, life forms on Earth deserve both our respect and our appreciation. In today's video, I'm armed with my trusty flashlight and a sense of adventure as I set out on one of my favorite types of outings, a night hike. Getting out into wild spaces at night has always been one of my favorite pastimes, as you get an entirely new cast of animals that you can run into under the cover of darkness. Let's dive right in to this nocturnal adventure.
Alright everybody, welcome back to Jack's World of Wildlife. Now I'm doing something really special today, and this is going to be kind of a window into the world of Jack's World of Wildlife. So this is going to be kind of a different style video. Today I'm taking you all on a night hike. So we're in some beautiful forest here in North Texas, and I'm going to be using my trusty Olight flashlight here, and we're going to be searching around to see what all different species of wildlife we can encounter. So we've got a good chance for spiders and snakes and even armadillos and possums and other mammals like that. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled, and hopefully we can find some really cool stuff. So we're going to get on our hike. Join me, and hopefully we've got luck on our side, because there's a lot of beautiful species we could run into in this forest, and this forest comes alive at night. So let's go.
After just a few minutes of hiking, we came across something truly bizarre.
Wow. Okay, so folks, we just came up on this tree, and I'm not sure what exactly is going on here, if this is feeding behavior or what, but it is absolutely covered in these little brown stink bugs. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are just so many of them. Now these are true bugs, these little stink bugs. They get their name, of course, because they can emit a pretty foul smelling scent when disturbed. It's their main defense mechanism. But to me, at first glance, this looks like possible feeding behavior. They have a piercing proboscis, like their closely related cousins, the assassin bugs, and they can use this to kind of pierce into plants like this tree here and suck out the delicious nutritive juices. But this is just really weird. I've never seen this kind of congregation of true bugs, these little stink bugs, before. So that's really, really interesting. Just goes to show just how much, you could be completely unaware of. Even me, I come out to these forests all the time filming videos, and I've never even seen something like this. So there's always something new and exciting when you get out into nature. So, maybe follow my example and get out every once in a while and see what new things you might be able to uncover. That's so weird. Beautiful sphingid moth that just flew through. He's gone now. You ain't seen him. Now, if you've been following the channel for any time at all, you may have caught a glimpse of my trusty flashlights. I never go anywhere without my spectacular Olights. I use these in all my night hiking, all my night filming. I really, really love these flashlights. They are fantastic. They're quick, easy to get to, easy to use. You clip them on your hat, If you need hands-free, which oftentimes I do if I'm grabbing some kind of big spider or katydid or something like that that might want to bite me. But these are fantastic flashlights. And actually, I'm working with Olight now, which is fantastic. So I am able to offer you all 10% discount on quite a few of these spectacular flashlights. And if you guys are interested in those flashlights and that discount, be sure to check out the description of this video because we've got some good stuff. These are some fantastic lights, and like I said, I use them in all my stuff. So if you guys are looking for a good trusty flashlight you can use for work or hiking or whatever, this is my recommendation. So like I said, 10% off, fantastic flashlights, check it out.
Our only mammal of the night was this adorable little 9-banded armadillo. These armored little ones spend the majority of their time either sleeping in burrows or foraging for food. Being close cousins to anteaters, these unique mammals can make quick and easy work of invertebrates under the soil, and they can make prey of a plethora of ant, termite, beetle, and other such invertebrate species. These animals have always been one of my absolute favorites, and it's always a treat to see them in their natural habitat. Now, I began to set my sights on finding some snakes, and as I was searching, I found something that truly shocked me. Let's take a look.
Okay, folks, so this is really, really crazy and special. So I was just kind of, Gage and I were walking up this trail, and all this kind of brambly, twiggy kind of tree growth here is usually really good for rough green snakes, which is a really cool arboreal snake species that we have here. And we found a snake, but it is not what we expected. Right up here, folks, if you come in under this canopy, right there, easily over 7 feet off the ground, is a copperhead. A copperhead. Now, you might be going, okay, what's the significance here? Well, copperheads generally are fairly heavy-bodied, sedentary, terrestrial vipers. So to see one this high off the ground exhibiting this kind of behavior is really extraordinary and unique. Now, I can only imagine why this snake might find itself up here. Perhaps it was hunting a freshly molted cicada. Perhaps it was cryptically basking during the later hours of the day today. But whatever the purpose may be, I'm so glad that I stopped to shine through all these little branches. I was fully expecting to see a rough green snake, and instead, I am surprised with an arboreal viper. And that's just so spectacular. Oftentimes, I know I can speak for myself and many other herpers in the United States, people who look for reptiles and amphibians, that, you know, we're kind of like, geez, you know, Central America, South America, they have tons of arboreal vipers and we don't have a single one. That kind of stinks. That's not really fair. But it looks like our luck has leaned ever so much in our favor tonight because for all intents and purposes, we have found an arboreal viper right here in North Texas. And that is so spectacular. Once again, it's so much fun when you just get out. You know, you've got a chance of finding some of these amazing, unique kind of wildlife exhibitions that you otherwise would never have seen, you would never have been aware of. And even though these snakes are usually found under rocks and logs and things like that, it's just so cool that we were able to see this one, like I said, 7 feet off the ground in this little tree here. Wow, that's cool. Check this little guy out. Tiny little caterpillar. Just a few instars. Just munching away at these leaves. These are spectacular little caterpillars. If you look here at the head, they've got these two little horns. I'm trying to see if I kind of agitate him a little bit. You see he's kind of lifting his head up, rearing those horns back to try and poke me a little bit. That's what those little horns are there for, to try and scare a potential predator away. And additionally, that amazing camouflage, they've got those kind of faint little light lines that just kind of help them blend into the veins of these leaves. It's always so much fun coming out in the springtime and getting to see all these different species of caterpillars as they kind of grow and munch on all these leaves, and they'll turn into beautiful moths and butterflies to enjoy in the amazing summer months. So always love seeing a nice healthy population of native caterpillars and butterflies and moths. Love's in the air tonight. A lovely little firefly couple, female on top, male on the bottom. Females are a little beefier, so they don't fly all that much, so they blink and respond to the male's lights so that he may locate her and deposit some delicious baby-making material into her abdomen so she may create a future generation of beautiful and lovely bioluminescent fireflies. All right, we have just found a sizable rough green snake here, taking a nap in this tree. I'm going hands-off mode with my flashlight here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful rough green snake. Now these are not quick to bite at all. In fact, the main defense mechanism of these snakes is to musk. So they squirt a milky, foul-smelling liquid all over themselves and potential attacker and hope that, you start going, that didn't taste too good. I don't think I want another bite of that. And then they're able to go, nice. And they get away to live another day. But these are truly arboreal snakes, so they spend almost their entire lives up in these trees and in these canopies. Good night. It's freaking out. And they primarily hunt insects and other invertebrates. So they're eating crickets and roaches and all sorts of stuff like that, little kind of soft-bodied insects that they can overpower and overtake. But they are just such special little snakes. I always love running into these rough green snakes because they are just so beautiful. That bright green is not a color that you get to see very often in at least North America's snakes. Now, it's no surprise that these animals are amazingly well camouflaged up in these little tree canopies amongst, grapevines and things like that. So they're actually easier to spot at night because that kind of bright iridescent green kind of shines against the contrast of the kind of dull leaves of the trees and bushes and things like that they find themselves in at night. So they kind of glow in a sense when you get that nice white Olight on them, and they can be a little easier to spot when that's the case. But spectacular little snakes, look at that. Love, love, love these little rough greens. So fantastic, such a lovely species. You got it. You got it. You got it. You can see, amazing climbers. They just kind of probe up onto these branches, make their way all the way back up into the canopy. So spectacular. Oh, love that. Well, folks, I think we've had a productive night hike. Thanks to my trusty Olight, we were able to find a plethora of really cool and unique wildlife that calls North Texas home. So that's really all I've got for you today. Like I said, this was a kind of a different style video. I've done a few kind of night hikes before that I've really enjoyed doing, just to show you some of the diversity of what all we kind of run across in our day-to-day, or night-to-night, I should say, filming sessions. So thanks so much for tuning in today. Like I said, if you're interested in buying one of these amazing lights, you get 10% off using my code, so you want to check out the description for that. But other than that, we're gearing up, getting ready to head down to the Galapagos Islands, head down to the rainforests of Ecuador. And so I'm hoping to find all sorts of amazing, spectacular wildlife for you all. So stay tuned for all those uploads because they're coming soon. Other than that, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these really cool and special observations. And I hope to see you next week with the next upload. So take care of yourselves. Until I see you, stay safe. And get out there and enjoy some of your natural spaces.